So starting off with root notes makes things really simple because it means we're starting off playing just one string at a time and getting used to the idea that wherever you place your first finger on the guitar, the note that that first finger is playing is going to determine the name of the power chord that you're playing. So the vast majority of the chords we're going to be looking at in this lesson are what are called root 6 power chords, which means that the root note is going to be on the 6th string. So the 6th string on the guitar is the low E string, which is this one. If you play the string without holding down any frets, you get a low E. But as soon as you put your finger onto that string and start pushing the string down against some of the frets, for example on the 3rd fret here, which is where we're going to start this track, you're going to get a different note. So it's the E string until you hold down a fret. By holding down the 3rd fret, I've changed that into a G note. So if I was to play a power chord in this position, that power chord would also be called G. So power chords are named with a 5 after the note that you're playing. So this chord is called G5. If I was to move my first finger up to the 6th fret, that would be a B flat note, and if I played a power chord in that position, that's going to be a B flat 5 power chord. So to work out the name of any power chord, you just need to know what the note that your first finger is playing is called, and then add a 5 to that note. So in this case, B flat on the 6th fret, B flat 5 power chord. So once you got the hang of what a root note is, the next step is to be able to move between them nice and quickly and cleanly so that we can change chord and keep up with the track. So the beginning of this track starts off on a G note on the low E string. We're going to be playing that note using palm muting technique. So you can change the sound of the note from ringing out like this to being palm muted like this. And that's the technique we're going to use at the beginning of this track. So we've got our first finger holding down the 3rd fret on the low E string, and we've got the side edge of our picking hand resting on the strings, getting that nice chunky palm muted sound. The next thing you want to make sure you can do is to pick in an alternate picking kind of fashion. So I don't mean any fast alternate picking, speed picking type runs. What I mean is just being able to play down and then straight back up again. So that's going to sound something like this. And that's literally down up. And then the second time we pick, there's a bit of a pause after that first down up. The second time we pick, we're going to pick up, down, up. So you want your plectrum to be underneath the low E string, and we're going to go up, down, up. So we end up with a rhythm that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Then we move the first finger up to the 6th fret, and we carry on that exact same rhythm. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, or down, up, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, 2, 3, 4. And then we want to be able to play between those two notes really smoothly without the pulse slowing down or stopping and then starting again when you've found your new position. We just want it to go straight through nice and even. And that's going to sound like this. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, 2, up to 6, 4, and down, up, 2, 3, 4, and down, up, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 2, 3, 4, and down, up, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that a go with the backing track. So while the backing track's playing, you're going to be able to see me playing along so you can see exactly how to play along with the backing track. But the volume of my guitar is going to be quite low so that when you start playing along, you can mainly hear your own guitar working with the backing track. Okay, so hopefully you're able to play along with that backing track quite easily, and we can move on to the second rhythm. So we're playing exactly the same notes, but our rhythm is changing ever so slightly. We're adding in one extra pick. If anything, this rhythm may be slightly easier than the first one that you just played. So we're still playing exactly the same notes. That's the G on fret 3, moving up to the B flat on fret 6. We're still using our palm muting technique with the side edge of the picking hand resting on the guitar string. And we're still using alternate picking. But the rhythm this time is going to be down up on beat 1, down up on beat 4, and down up again on beat 1 of the second bar, which means we're going to get a double down up pick, down up, as we go from beat 4 back to beat 1. So that's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, down up, 2, 3, down up, 2, 3, 4, down up, 2, 3, down up, 2, 3, 4. And then we play that rhythm twice on each of the notes. So twice on the G and then twice on the B flat. And that is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, down up, 2, 3, down up, 2, 3, 4, down up, 2, 3, down up, 2, 3, 4, down up, 2, 3, down up, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 2, 3, down, up, 2, 3, 4. So now we can try that one along with the backing track as well. By now you should have a pretty good understanding of what root notes are and why they're relevant for power chord playing, and you should have been able to play through both of those backing tracks so far. If that's the case, then we've got the final test of this video. The final checkpoint for this lesson is to see if you can take backing track number 1, backing track number 2, and just stick them together so you're playing through one long extended piece of music exactly like I do at the beginning of the lesson. If you manage to play all the way through this extended backing track, then you can tick this lesson off and you're ready to move on to part 2 of the series, which looks at developing the power chord shape and the stretch between the first and third finger, and then actually having a go at playing power chords all over the guitar neck. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then click the notification bell so you know when that video comes up in about a week or so, and I will see you there.